Hi guys, this is Michael from the Boardgames Chronicle. Today we continue our epic journey with Rebel Fury, a game by Mark Herman, published by GMT Games. It consists of 6 battles from the American Civil War. We already did a couple of materials which you can find below or in the playlist. We showed the components, we showed how to play, and we already started with the first battle that was Fredericksburg. Today, what I have for you is a playthrough of the second battle, which I would like to show to you. The one which is recommended by Mark as the first where you should start playing if you have already 2 players. Fredericksburg was very good for a 1-player game. Now, the Battle of Chickamauga, I hope I pronounced it well, is perfect to start with a 2-player game. How I would like to approach this material. First of all, what we'll do, we'll talk about history and what's the background of this battle. I think as a war gamer and a player who loves history behind the games, I really have to start with this because it's my main interest to reenact the situations which were in the past. Second thing which we will do, we will analyze the scenario setup, so all the special rules here. So this will be analyzing of what we have here. And the third thing which we will do is also doing some strategic considerations, what's possible, how this is set up, and so on and so forth. As a last step, we start playing. I am not guaranteeing that we'll play through the whole scenario because it's not so short. It's not also very long, but my main focus will be on this introduction and showing also of the gameplay. So I believe we should be ready to roll. So let us start with the historical background. The Battle of Chickamauga takes its name from those creeks, which you can see here, West Chickamauga Creek, Middle Chickamauga Creek, which are on this map, and this was one of the most bloodiest battles of the American Civil War. It was fought in September 1863. We have on one side United States Army, and this army was let me just see the general. It was Rosecrans. And on the Confederate side, we have Braxton Bragg. Actually, on the US side, George Thomas joined later on, and on the Confederate side, James Longstreet. I would say both much more capable generals than the ones who started the battle. It was the first major battle of the war, actually fought in Georgia, and it was kind of a US Army offensive, so-called Chickamauga campaign in Tennessee and Georgia. Why I'm saying this was such a bloody battle? The losses, the casualties in this battle are the second highest from all the battles of the American Civil War. Only Gettysburg has a higher number. Total losses are estimated at roughly 35,000, 40,000, something like this. And it was one of the, maybe not crushing, but big and decisive victories of the Confederate side. So what historically happened here? Those forces were moving here and were hit from here by the Confederates. They actually managed to penetrate this area, push the Unionists more or less here to this area, and then even to Chattanooga. There's actually the second scenario, which tells the story of the Chattanooga, you may say siege or battle of the Chattanooga, which mainly takes place here, and we'll be also playing that game. So what you can see, that both arms are pretty spread, with a concentration here and attack from that side. So that was a kind of a disaster for the US Army. Their offensive in Georgia and Tennessee was stopped. It was one of the biggest battles in the Western theater, yeah, from what is deemed, yeah, by historians. So we have a historical background and we have some expectation of what to expect from the scenario. Now let us move to the description of the scenario setup. Okay, let's talk about scenario setup. I will need also for this additional sheet of paper here, the tracks, and also we'll be talking about the special rules. First of all, this is a 5-turn game during which we will have some reinforcements. On the Confederate side, we'll have 2 generals joining, including Longstreet, and Longstreet will have really nice statistics, like 2 general stars. On the Union side, we'll have General Thomas, also nice, with 2 stars, trying to save the day. 5 turns, so not overly long, not overly long scenario. Each side will have like 14 artillery pieces. This is for 5 turns. It might not be enough, yeah, but let's see. Maybe some preservation of this will be needed. The Confederate army is moving first in this scenario. There is no possibility to move north of Tennessee River. This is north, and this is Tennessee River, so there should be no movement here. And by the way, I don't expect to be any movement there anyhow. There's a tunnel here, and there is a connection. But yeah, for the let's say game purposes, it's important there is a connection. But of course, to show nicely the tunnel, it is depicted that way. By the way, beautiful map. Yeah. We have one special division on Union side here. This General Wilder, when it's in maneuver formation, it behaves like cavalry, but when it's battle formation, it's like infantry. Here, so it's very mobile, quick, and also with 1-star division. Really good. Yeah, so during turn 4, we would have reinforcements on the Confederate side. During turn 5, we will have reinforcements or new general on the Union side. Victory conditions are interesting. The generalship victory are as per the rules, so I will remind you. Generalship victory gives points for eliminated enemies. It gives 3 points for each division eliminated and 1 point for each detachment eliminated. And if the difference between the size is less than 7 points, it's tactical generalship victory. If it's 8 or more, operational generalship victory. But of course, this generalship victory is this smaller or less prestigious type of victory. What you would like to achieve is, of course, strategic victory. And usually, if you are able to achieve strategic victory, it's kind of a decisive victory, which could also mean that you lost a lot of troops in the process of actually achieving it. But that's not a problem, because strategic victory always overrides the generalship victory. What situation do we have here? Confederates, they have to trace a contiguous railroad path no longer than 50 hexes from the entry hex here. I mark it with this, cylinder in the color of the Confederate, up to Chattanooga town, and to any Chattanooga city hex free of Union zone of control or zone of influence. So this detachment actually cancels this and has to be dealt with before the victory can be achieved. And of course, this path can be led like here. We have road here, as you can see. Here's enemy zone of control, so we need to get rid of this and somehow turn here, because most probably if you go too much around, it will be more than 50 hexes. So from here to here, this is the strategic victory for the Confederate army. Now, strategic victory for the Union army, trace path no longer than 30 contiguous railroad hexes railroad, not road, railroad hexes from Chattanooga to Ringgold. This is Ringgold. I marked this with a blue. So it's not enough to lead the way here. It has to be a railroad. And of course, this railroad goes here. There's one railroad here, there's another railroad here, and then we have this railroad here. So this is the way for the Union to achieve a strategic victory. I believe that will be all from the rules here. So this is pretty straightforward. Now, let us start talking about some strategic considerations. The third thing which I would like to focus now is a strategic consideration, so simply what to do, how to start the scenario. When we'll be doing the battle part or some movements, I will zoom in, but now let's stay on the high level view of the battlefield. There are a couple of things which we need to take into account. First thing is that we start the scenario from the movement phase. There is no recall and placement of the HQs, so they start here like that, and they start immediately in battle formation. That means that their range to influence the movement will be limited. I sometimes using markers which help me to show where is this range, so let's use it for brag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That way, I will nicely see his area of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 influence. So, it helps me simply to visualize some of the stuff. This is the area in which the HQ has a possibility to order the units. And just a reminder, you can attack if you are outside of the HQ command range, but if you move and you're outside of the HQ command range, you need to get closer to the HQ. So for example, all those units here will have to move this direction to get into HQ's command range. Also this and this. Important thing, if you order a unit to move, which is outside HQ command range, after finishing the movement, you have to be closer to the HQ. Not the same distance, closer. So for example, you cannot just move, I don't know, we have now like here or like here. You need to press this way. There is one notable exception, is that if you use a road movement, you can temporarily be farther away from your, from your HQ, and if you are at the end, still closer. There's a good example of this cavalry, unit. This unit is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hexes away from the brag HQ. They can move like this, up, up. They are not getting closer at the beginning, but at the end, they are only 6 hexes away, and this is legitimate, movement. Also, if they would move like, okay, doesn't matter. Let's not do it this way. But simply, they move here, they are not closer, and here they are getting closer. Simply, you need to finish movement closer. Similar situation will be for Mr. I need to just check the name. Rosecrans. I will also mark his area of command because it helps me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will show you what issue, what difficulty the Union will have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, it will not be a problem for the Union to press those divisions here. Here is their HQ, here is the range, getting them here, no problem at all. But the problem is of building this strategic victory connection. What will have to happen? Probably this HQ will have to be recalled, put somewhere here in the maneuver mode to be able to press those divisions further. What the Confederates would like to do, most probably in this turn, they would like to push as much as possible that direction, all those divisions, maybe some attacks here. So in next turn, they can probably try to hit here or to hit here in order to get to Chattanooga. So this could be the plans of both sides and how they will look like. Whether it happens, I don't know, but we'll definitely be trying to play it in a way which will show it to us. So what I will be doing, I will be playing 200, yeah, solo way, moving both sides as optimal as possible. Of course, when we will be doing some battle resolution, I will do the zoom in. Honestly, there will be not too many battles in this scenario. The terrain is simply very difficult. What do we have here? We have, for example, woods, and these are the rough woods. They actually work the same way. They require formation change. They are defensible terrain, so +3 defender battle rating, and the zone of control, zone of influence do extend across them. However, we have also slopes. These are the slopes, but these are not slopes. These are escarpment hex sites. Slopes, formation change after crossing the hex site, fine. It is defensible terrain if attacking division and all support, if any, are across hex site. So if I'm standing here and I'm being attacked from those three, fine. But escarpments are slightly different. Zone of control does not extend from escarpment. It's too high. From the slope it extends, and escarpment is defensible terrain if attacking division and all support are across hex site. And that's important because this actually works both ways. Yeah, exactly. It really also prohibits the attacker from launching efficient attack. So, strategic objective for Confederates, connection here. Strategic objective for the Union here via railroad. The initial, zone of command of both sides, showing us more or less what they can do. Huge changes in the generalship of the Confederates here when Longstreet comes with two stars. I believe we have covered everything what was important. It's probably time now to play. Let's do it. Let's play. I will also utilize my die thrower here, which will allow us quickly and effectively evaluate the results of any combat. Okay, so let's pause for a moment here and we will be starting in a moment. Okay, guys, let's start with a turn 1 movement phase. So yeah, movement phase, and then we'll have attack phase and end phase. We start with the Confederates, and they will have a first movement. Regardless of the strategic victory, there is one very juicy area, those detachments, because if we manage, to destroy them, we will have a possibility to gain some points, and that's always, of course, good thing, good thing for us. So I hope to move those divisions up front, forward, to be able to hit there. Let's start with maybe Johnston. He will move. He will be using the road movement, extended road movement. He will not be getting into the zone of controls or zone of influence of other enemy. So this is 1, 2. Actually, we'll move that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he has to stop here. Now, what Union will do? They will be trying to funnel those units here. Definitely. Here we have 21st Corps. Yeah. So let me just try to funnel them there. Also extended movement. 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they cannot cross this line because they would get outside of the command range. Now, those guys will get in here, and they moved into the battle formation. Of course, detachment does not change anything, but we can potentially. I believe this is the correct way to do. Now we funnel divisions further here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pushing them, of course, to the railroad. Now we move those guys. Can we move those? No, we'll move those. See, this is the problem is that we cannot move through the division. But if we move this path, we'll have this division still here. So that's not so easy to move them. So okay, let me move those guys. They will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They will move here. And we move further divisions here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see what we can do here now. I will move this division here to have a zone of control in this area. And we're moving further. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I believe I have enough of those movements, easy movements here, so we can build some choke point here. We'll move polk 1, 2. He moves that way. So now we move here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and already we cannot enter here because we can enter zone of control or zone influence during the extended movement. Now we can move those guys here, and we have our choke point. Those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Time also to come with those here. They go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we would like to push also some of those guys. This is Walker. Walker will go further. Okay, he will go 1. No, we need to go with this. 1, 2, 3. And we'll move to the battle formation because we would like to go over here. Oh no, we'll go here. Let's go here. Sorry for this. Not so easy to put those. Now, perfect. We need to concentrate more units here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And we move Walker 1, 2, 3. By the way, we cannot move here with extended movement because, of course, there is an enemy zone of control here. So we can move Walker here. He was at 2824, so he's here. Okay. No, let's do it the other way around. Let's move him that way. Now, those guys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. We are getting closer than here. Choke point works nicely. Let's do another thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Battle formation. Why? We would like to have bigger choke point and supporting a mutual support of those units. Here we have cavalry. They can move quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let me move them that way. They are closer. They are closer. You see? This is the rule I was telling you about. Now, Walker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me move them here. Let's push a little bit further. So those guys come here. Of course, moving to the battle formation, we are in the enemy zone of influence. Now those guys will come here, and they will change to battle formation in order to cross this. I will engage, or my will engage, but we'll try to contain this movement here. Now those guys will get here. What else can we do? It would be good to support those guys somehow, but it's almost impossible now with movements through this difficult terrain. But yeah, it's possible. It's still possible. But what is important for us to push into Chattanooga. So let's prepare for that. We move one hex here. They will also move further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. They move 1, 2, and move into the battle formation. Now we'll move also those guys. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4. One of the tricks which you can do is also influence the movement of the reinforcements here with this Davis division. If we go here, we will be closer to the enemy. So we go 1, 2, 3. And now what happens if we move 1, 2, 3? They need to move that way in order not to get in enemy zone of influence. Okay, those guys, 1, 2, 3, 4. They are still out of the enemy zone of influence. In this first turn, I believe there will be many more movements than there will be later on. So let me push with those guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what shall we do here? In order to stabilize situation a bit, I believe a choke point here would be good. 1, 2, 3, 4. They will move here. 1 and combat formation. Those guys can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They were not in the enemy zone of influence or control during the movement. Now they can move like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and let them be here. And now we start pushing those guys. 1, 1, okay. Those goes here also. And by the way, they are also in the battle formation because they are in a zone of control. So we push those guys here. Actually, they will stay here. They will stay here because I need somebody to defend this area. So I believe it's okay to have them here for now. Other than that, we can move those guys here. They are closer, yeah, and they will change. On the other hand, they are mobile. Maybe we should not move them. Now for those guys, they cannot move here. There's a switch blade here, so they will change to battle formation, and none of those hexes is closer. So if we want to move them, we need to move them here, and they change to battle formation immediately. Now we push those guys further. 1, 2. They can use extended movement. Let me push them closer here. Those move here. Let me push them closer here. And we try to push them to the railroad. 1 here. Those gets here. Those 1, 2. Those goes. Now it's a tricky thing, you know, because if we go here, we will be in battle formation. We will be enemy zone of control. Doesn't matter. We go here. Let us push those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Those start to move here. Those move here. Now 1 here, and they are in enemy zone of control. They are both blocked. Now they can move further. And I believe for the Confederate army, no, they can do one more interesting move. They can move here into the defensible terrain. Now they move here. This will be their last movement in order to support each other. Okay. Do we want to do anything else now? Yeah, we press with those guys, and the Confederates decide they don't want to do any more movements. So let us roll to see how many more movements the Unionists will have. How many? Yeah, we will need to designate one HQ. This is, of course, this HQ. And within this HQ, we count how many divisions we have which are not in enemy zone of control. So in this blue area, we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. 8, we have 8. 8 plus 4, so this is 12. So still 12 more moves only in this area of this HQ. This is also a very nice mechanic. First, when I was playing this, I was thinking, okay, if I pause, I will lose because my opponent will have a lot of movement. Not necessarily. Only one HQ, only in the command range of this HQ, and only roll plus the divisions which are not in any zone of control there. So that's not so bad. Okay, let me move those guys here. So this would be one movement, this would be second movement, this would be 1, 2, 3, it would be third movement. We press them there, 2, 3, fourth movement, so we have only 8 left. This is our choke point here. We don't want to go into the open terrain now. This guy would benefit with some support, but we don't have too many of us. Cavalry first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nice. Here. Those moves here. 1 and 2. So these are 2 movements. Cavalry goes 1, 2. The cavalry is here. You see, I'm playing differently than I played it previously, to be quite honest. Previously, I was more fighting here. Now I'm looking at the strategic objective and would like to focus on that. What else we can do? 1, 2 axes of this, and immediately 1 more. So still 3 movements. Let it be here. Let it be here, and let it be here. Just like that. Okay, guys, I believe that will conclude our movement phase. Let's move now to the attack phase, and for this we shall zoom in. Okay, I hope you can now see in a more clear way the situation on the map. So what will happen now? We'll have attacks, again alternating the attacks. Actually, there will be most probably only attacks on those detachments. The Confederates start first, so what they will do, they will order the attack here as a first one. What do? We first of all need to calculate the battle rating, of course, of the enemies. But before this, each side secretly determines artillery support. I believe both sides will use the artillery, and that's what we'll be usually doing. So we move from the 14 to 13, the number of ammunition they have. Now we'll be calculating the battle rating. I will be using the die to help me to show you where we are with the rating. This would be that attack. First of all, let's summarize the attacker battle rating. Initial battle rating is 1 because everybody starts with 1. We have artillery support. This is +3. This is 4 for the attacker. I need to think if I need this +3 because we would have detachment here in a moment. Then we have leadership battle stars and troop quality. So we have 1 star here, 1 star here. So from 4 we go to 6 now. We have already 6. Attack support. Attacker adds 2 if there is a friendly division in both attacker and defender. Zone of controls it is. So this is already 8. And we have +1 for the corps division integrity. This is 9. And if we add 4 for the lonely detachment, this is 13. So no, there is no need to use the artillery. So they will have 10. Yeah, let's use 0, which is 0, not 10, but for my for me to remember. Now, the defending detachment has 1 as a starting value, has 3 for the defensible terrain because this is the creek, and has 4 for the artillery. So this is not so bad result. Let's see how it goes. We are rolling. Let me just put you here. So we'll be checking here, over here, the values of tactical position determination. Let's roll. So this is 9 and this is 3. So we had the attacker with a strength of 10 and we rolled 9. So this is significant advantage. And we have defender with a battle rating of 8 who rolled 3. This is advantage. We go here, attacker significant advantage, defender advantage, defender retreats. Because this is the detachment, it's being destroyed, and that will count at the end of the game as 1 victory point for generalship victory of the Confederates. And they come here, and this is purely historical. This is exactly what was happening also there. Now there is a time for the attack of the Union. They don't want to attack this turn. They rather prepare for the next turn. So no, there will be no attacks. However, if they pass, we need to roll a die. And I believe this is roll +3 for the attacks of the Confederate. I will not be rolling even because they have just 1 more attack. No, it's okay, 9 attacks more. They don't that many. So the attack is here. So Walker, actually this division is attacking here, and this will be in open terrain. So battle rating of attacker 1 basic. Star from the general, star from the troop quality. This is 3. Now we have support of attack, in the zone of control of attacker and defender, yes. So this is +2. In total, this is 5. We have integrity, this is 6, and we have 4 for detachment. So we will not use artillery. Detachment has 1. Would it have the integrity bonus? I don't believe so. I would need to double check it. I'm actually not sure. Would need to check the rules, but it will be only 1 point, and I believe it will not make a difference. So they have like 1. Would we use artillery? From 1 to 5. That can, if we roll very good, we might prevent being overrun, but I don't believe there is a need to use artillery, so we don't use artillery. So they have battle rating of 1 or possibly 2 if this counts as the division integrity, but I'm not sure. Would need to double check it. So let's roll. It is of course 5 on the attacker's significant advantage and 5 on the defender. Have a look. If we would do the artillery, we would have advantage. We have disadvantage. Doesn't matter because we rolled 5 on the 10 for the attacker. Anyhow, they have significant advantage, and they would destroy those guys. Another victory point, small victory point for the Confederates. They move here. Would they attack more? They might think about attacking here. This possibly could be a good idea. Defender would have one, and oh, I forgot about the battle stars from this guy in those attacks. It was the spread of the rolls was too high to have any impact on this, but in the essence, I should actually do it. This detachment would not get this bonus, but this detachment would get this bonus. So those guys have one basic, one for star, one for another star, and possibly three from the defensive terrain, which is 6, and 4 from the artillery, so 10. You see, I can probably pull out 10 to attack with, or maybe 9 to attack and 10 in defense. If the battle ratings are more or less equal, you can attack, but it would be very, very sporadic and problematic to have any hit. So I believe we pause here also with Confederates, and we finish the turn 1 with this situation. And we'll be moving to turn 2 in a moment. Okay, guys, turn 2. Let us briefly evaluate the situation. So the Union managed to concentrate their forces, and they are now mostly within the range of HQ. The Confederates strike 2 detachments, so possibly gain points for this, and already cross the creek here, but they are in the open terrain, which is, of course, not the most favorable situation. They also managed to pull some of the troops here. I believe we'll all be now pushing into this area where the Union would like to prepare for potential gain of a strategic victory objective, but the Confederates will for sure try to attack here. We'll move now with a sequence of play. So now is the command phase. First of all, we look at the initiative. And in case like this, where we have a similar number of battle stars of your HQs on the map, you simply roll a die. 3 to 4, so the Union will have now the initiative. By the way, just a suggestion, Mark and whoever will be responsible for creating the second part of the game, if you have a turn marker, it would be nice to show who has initiative by simply putting a flag on front and back of this. Yeah, so I believe this would be really cool and nice thing. Yeah. Let me move this stuff here. We move to turn 2. Okay, these are those 2 dead detachments. These are the available still detachments. I believe you have the camera set up in a way that you can see it. Yeah, good. Okay, so the initiative is decided. Maybe not. Now we move to HQ redeployment check, and this is very important roll. On the roll of 4 or less, the HQ will have to stay where they are, and it will not be flexible in moving them somewhere else. And on the roll of 5 or more, we would be able to redeploy. And this is one of the coolest mechanics in the system, which I really, really appreciate and like. Okay, let's move on. We roll. The roll is 6, so there will be redeployment of this HQ. So let's take down those markers which show us the ranges. And now let's roll for the Confederate. We rolled 7. We can also redeploy them, so we can take it down. Okie doke. So what now? Now we go to HQ deployment placement. I believe I would like to move the Union troops here. In order to do this, we need to place the HQ in a way which will have, the range 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we should easily have. And how much south? Okay, a lot. So shouldn't be a problem. And if we put them here, remember it has to be closer to the your unit with an enemy. This is also a good idea to do it that way. Okay, and how far we go here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 12. So they will be able to reach this area here. It helps me, as I told you, when I'm planning, the movement, how far we can go with this. Okay, so the Union will be using the the maneuver mode. Shall we do similarly? I believe so. And I believe we'll put this here, which will allow us also to move some of the units that way. Not all of them, and not fully. And for sure, we would like to build fortifications here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8, 9, 10. Okay, good. Let's do it that way. We put both in maneuver. Detachment placement. Do we want to place detachments? First of all, one detachment for those guys. This should be within the range. Let me just double check it. This was one of the tricky. Yes, may place one detachment. Cannot be placed in the hex containing enemy zone of control, zone of influence, or unit. Cannot be placed in a hex with a detachment. Cannot be placed in an enemy entry hex. May be placed in a hex with a friendly HQ or division. May be placed in unoccupied entrenchment or fort. And HQ must trace a path from its hex to the detachment placement hex. Okay, so we can put detachments in many places. And this is really cool stuff to send them somewhere over here already. Even here. How do we trace this? We can do it. We should probably have it on the road. Then we can have double the number of hexes if we do it via road. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so we can even put him here. Okay, let's do it that way. And would we have a detachment on this side? I believe so. And I will put this detachment here. This is of course legit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just to keep this road occupied. Okay, we don't recall any detachments. We don't have off movement. Organization. Formation determination. So we check whether all the units, this unit should be in the battle formation, should be in battle formation. Yes, in the enemy zone of influence. Those are not. Those are not. And all of those are also not anymore in enemy zone of influence. Here we have similar situation. Here we have in enemy zone of influence. Good. I believe this is correct now. Blown division return. We don't have any blown division yet. Fieldworks construction. We don't construct any fieldworks. Movement phase. We start with the Union. First thing which we would like to do is to keep those guys in check, to be able to move the units here. So we will move those guys here. 1, 2, and we flip. What will those guys do? We will start, continue is a better word, to redeploy. We have potential disengagement. I would like to do the disengagements. Yeah. So let me come back here. There is a potential disengagement step before the fieldworks construction. So first of all, those guys can decide to disengage. I would disengage with those. And disengage with those. And now the Confederates will disengage with those 2 hexes from the 1, 2. Okay, And now we can do the movement. So first of all, we move those guys here to build defensive perimeter. And now the Confederates, what they would like to do? That's a very good question. Not easily answered. Because they still need to build this path here and try to cut here and also defend here. So many things to be done. Okay. I believe moving some reinforcements is always a good idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now they will start pushing there with a reserve division. This will be first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, how can we progress here? That's a very good question. So let us do it that way. Not so easy, guys. Really not so easy to be able to attack here. But let's press on. Let's also try to cut the path of movement here. We'll move with those guys here. Now we press more with those. This is 21st. This is see, it's also important which side and where do you have. So those will support here. They will move here. So those will move here. Those will move here, and those will move here. Okay. Now, can we press some of the guys over the 20th? Yes, we can press 20th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can start moving with those. 1, 2, unfortunately. Now we press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We try to get here, of course. Walker, where we can have Walker? I want Walker in some other area. 1, 2, we press here. 1, 2, 3, let them stand here. Now we press with Walker. 1, it would not be so easy. 1, 2. Now we press with us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe things are getting a little nasty. So we need to do something about that. Division. This division will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Those guys move here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. Walker. We move Walker here. And those move 1, 2, 3, 4. And they, of course, enter the battle mode. Now my Walker moves here. Those guys move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let them stand here. This division goes here to stand with those guys. This division then goes here, move into the battle mode. There will be fight here, that's definite. We move this Walker 1, 2, and we try to push with other. This is 14. Okay, so we can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we have this Walker. He will move. He will actually move here. Good. Then we would have another movement here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We move this Walker here. We press on. 1, 2. Oh, even not here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pressing them here. Let me catch up with those. guys will move here. They will move here. Those move here. So they can press on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's only of influence. And the next move, my dear colleagues, will be here. Let me just try to get this cavalry division. Oh, that would be nice. Okay. Here we press on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We go here. Then those guys get here, of course. It's getting interesting. It's, you see, movement and counter movement. We need still to play some defensive line here, I believe. So we cannot fully move from here. Those defend each other. This is 31. Those guys can move here. Okay. Then those can move here. And those will be rather here. That way. And then Walker can move further. What can we do here? 1. And they will need to change into the battle formation. Then our Walker moves here. Those in battle formation move here. Walker moves further, and those moves here, and Walker moves here. They enter the road again. And we'll be pressing on there, of course. And now those can move 1, 2, and they need to change. Let me press with those. 1 here. Let me press with those. 1 here. They try to catch up. 1 here. And they are already on the road. Nicely. We move here. Shall we do any more moves? I believe we'll plug the hole here. Now we can move those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can move those here. 1, 2. We will start construction of the field works here. So not this way, that way, that way. And then they will move here. Those guys move here. And now, do we want to do any more moves? Yes, we can move here. And then we move those guys here. And I believe more or less both sides should be satisfied with those movements. No, the blue ones can still press a little more. 1, 2. If they press. So we do. We go here. So this comes here. So those guys coming here. Let's press on. Maybe no, maybe this will be too much. Pass. 1 division roll. This is 0 plus number of divisions none in the enemy zone of control. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 moves. Having those 4 moves, let's do it that way. 1, 2, 3. Or even not here. Here. And let me move those guys. 1, 2. These are 2 moves. Those are fine, I believe, or even I can move them a little further here. And 1 more movement. Actually, you know what? I prefer to move here. End of movement. Let me see if you can observe what was going on the map. A lot of maneuver, a lot of back and forth. This scenario, I'm playing it already several times, each time really surprises me, and you can play it completely differently. Now the question is whether they will manage to build this line here, or maybe they will manage to plug a hole in it. We move to the attack phase. I don't believe it makes sense to do the attack here now with the leader with 2 battle stars, definitely, but not with a leader without. The maximum battle rating you can get here is 1 regular, 1 for the star, 3 for artillery, 1 for the integrity, and 2 for attack support. So 8. On 8, you have some decent chances to get the significant advantage, but in order to push the enemy from here, they would need to roll on the on less than significant advantage. So I believe we can still wait for the Thomas to come. On the Confederate side, I believe they might want to attack here with this cavalry, because cavalry cannot get the artillery support. So we'll do this one fight with the Pollock, 2 divisions from him, and these are one cavalry division. So the attacker will have 1 basic. We will add 3 for artillery support. We will add 1 for the integrity, and 2 for attack support. So this will be 7. And the defender will have 1 plus defense terrain. This is 4. Plus 4 for the artillery. Okay, 7 to 8. I thought it would. No, they cannot use artillery. They cannot use artillery. Sorry for this. So they have 4. So this is 7 battle rating for attacker here, 4 battle rating for defender here. 7 to 4. So we roll 9 3. Oh, it will be painful. 9 on 7, this is significant advantage. 3 on 4 is disadvantage. Significant advantage, defender blown. So defender lands 2 turns forward, and we enter this hex. Of course, we attack from the open ground in order to hide them in the dance time. Do we do any more attacks? No, I really don't believe both formations were in maneuver formation, so no, let's not do it. Let's finish the turn 2. Okay, guys, we move to turn 3. Let us speed up things a bit. I don't want this material to be too long. So what we do, first of all, we roll for initiative. It stays with the US Army. We do the redeployment check. Both can be removed and both can be placed. And for the sake of speeding up the game and those guys waiting for the new formations to come, I will set up those here so they can press on over there. And those guys, I believe they were in pretty good spot here. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They can be even here to be able to manage the movement across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. This should be good. Now, what else can we do? Detachment placement. Does any side wants to place a detachment? I believe 1 detachment would not hurt here to prevent any connection. And for the Confederates, do they want a detachment somewhere? Yeah, let me. No, actually not necessarily. This could be an easy point then. Off-map movement, no. Formation determination will have some organization steps. Those are not within zone of influence and control. Those are, and of course this should be like this. It's a good moment also to correct it. This of course should be also like this. This, no. This, no. They stay. I believe now it's corrected. blown division return. There are no blown division, and we have the field works finished here. So we'll have some sturdy defenses here, hopefully. In case of US Army coming, we can even put it that way. Let me take it from here. We have now range everywhere with those guys. And movement phase. Let's do it quickly. I believe both sides are not yet ready for the final push and attack. They just try to move the units. We can do some withdrawal if we want to. Do we want to do some withdrawal? Not necessarily from the perspective of Confederates. They want to keep those occupied here. And no, we will not do any kind of withdrawals this time. So movement. We start with US Army, and we will of course try to close here. 1, 2, 3, 4. They have to do it. Now those guys, they will prey on this detachment. Actually, we would recall this detachment. Yeah, we would recall it. Okay, so those guys move here. They will try to get here, so they will move here. They press on here. Those will move also here. Now those gets here. There will be fight, definitely. Don't remember, is mandatory attack with fieldworks? No, only with entrenchments and fort. So let me go here. Now those goes here. Those goes here. Those goes here. Those guys will be here now. What else do we want to push forward? Anything? This is a tricky stuff. But let me go on here. Now they move here. They need better. They need Thomas to save the situation, the Unionists. Okay, I don't believe we would like to do any more moves with Unionists. Okay, 1 plus number of divisions which are outside of the limits of control. So 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, not too many moves, but it's always something. Let me try to do something with this area here. 1, 2. It's not too many options with those guys. Let me retreat them here. One movement. They will come here. Second movement, third and fourth. We'll fight here for a bit. There will be not too many attacks. There will be one attack here, second attack here, and the third attack here. I don't believe there will be more attacks. Definitely not. And yeah, let's play them. So first of all, let's do this attack first. I'm speeding up a bit because I would like to show you the game when it really starts with additional new forces. So the attacker, and we will be using artillery on both sides. Attacker will have 1 basic, 3 from artillery, that is 4. Then the integrity 5, support 7. So yeah, this is 7. Now defender will have 1 and 5 from the artillery. 7 to 5. 5, 5. Let's see. 7 to 5, 5, 5. 7, 5 is advantage. 5, 5 is advantage. So this is advantage to advantage. Advantage to advantage. Attacker retreats. And in case we have the unit in defensible terrain, it is not. Okay, so those guys simply move back. Now we have very important attack here, and if it pays out. It would be a very, very important. Both sides will use the artillery. Why it's important? Because they will manage to clean big portion of this railroad, which is part of a victory point for the Unionists. So how do we calculate attacker? First of all, 1 basic, 2 for integrity, additional 2 up to 4 for the support, and 3 for artillery. So 7 on the attacker side. Just to remember, 7. Defender has first of all 1 basic, 1 from the star, 3 from the field works, and 4 from the artillery, which is 9. Which is okay. It's a bit tough odds, but let's see. They have to try it, and this is turn 3. The blown division will still come back here. The attacks in turn 4 and 5 are very difficult because any blown means eliminated. 7 attacker, 9 defender. Okay, it might not be such a calamity. Okay, defender had 9 and rolled 2, which is advantage, barely. And the attacker had 7, rolled 5, which is also advantage. Okay, so now in case of advantage to advantage, attacker retreat, and we have this if defender in defensible terrain, field works or fort entrenchment, roll 1d to see if they are retreating or blown. So those guys are blown. They will come back in some time, in due time. Attack did not succeed here. There was a small chance, but yeah, it didn't happen. Now the attack here, this would be nice attack. Attacker has 1 basic, 2 for the stars, 1 for integrity, 2 for support, and 3 from artillery, which is 9. Of course, both sides use it. So 9 in attack. It's maximum without Longstreet or other HQ adding the support. And then those guys will defend with, this is, I believe, open terrain. This is treated as an open terrain, not town. No, definitely not a town. So they have 1 basic. They have 1 for the integrity, and they will have 4 for the artillery. So 9 attacker, 6 defender. Wow. 9 attacker, 6 significant advantage. The defender had how much I said? 6. 6-0 is D. Wow. And of course, leader casualty determination, if we would have any leaders, of course, here I'm always forgetting about it, but yeah, that's not the issue here. So this is significant advantage to disadvantage, which means SA to D, defender blown. Not is defender blown. If defender in fort or entrenchment, it would be eliminated. They are just simply blown, nothing more. They will return, that's for sure. And we, of course, move on, but we don't attack further. That will conclude our turn 3, which, as I said, I wanted to do pretty quickly because now the interesting stuff will start to happen. Okay, guys, turn 4, and some interesting stuff will start to happen. What we have in turn 4, yeah, the blown division will be coming back. We'll have Polk and Longstreet entering. I believe Bragg will be removed, and there will be 1 reinforcement also. But first things first, we go according to the sequence of play. First of all, initiative. At this moment in time, we have those 2 HQs, and each of them has pretty similar value, so 0 stars. So we need to roll 1-1, I believe we roll once again. 5-1. So Confederates are first. HQ deployment step. During this step, this guy is removed permanently from the game. This we can take out because this is a maneuver formation. And now what will happen? We have HQ redeployment placement. So Longstreet will definitely be on the battle side of the formation, and he will be here. The second, the Pollock, and we will put him here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's do it that way. That would be my idea for this turn. What we will do here? It's not looking very optimistic now after those 2 attacks. We simply need to survive this turn. So let's try to do in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at least 2 attacks we can influence. This should be fine. Yes, and now those guys are entering here, far away. You probably can't see it, and those might be next to the HQ. Let me put them here. Detachment. Do we want to place detachments or recall detachments? We can recall this detachment. No need to have it here. Do we want to place anything? No need. Formation determination. What do we change? Any formation? Not here, not here, not here. No. You see, those guys get retreat, otherwise those would be having different formation. Blown division return. Will you return at it? Do we want to do some disengagement? Yes, I want to disengage here. Do we want to disengage somewhere else? I believe we want to disengage here and disengage here. Couple of disengagements. Fieldworks construction, nobody was constructing. And now movement and attacks. Not too many movements, as you can see, because a lot of stuff is already on the map in enemy zone of control, but still there will be some. Confederates will be the first ones. We want to pin out those guys, so we move here. Those I will move here, so a division will be guarding this critical pass. What else we wanted to do? We wanted to move here, I believe. Yes, this is a reserve one, so maybe we can redeploy it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we can move those guys here. This we will retreat. Rouse moves here. Rouse moves here. Rouse here. Like this, we just want to close it up. Do we want to do anything with blue ones? No, so let now only the Confederates. And now this is a tricky thing. You need to choose one of those 2 HQs. You count the number of divisions within the range without zone of control of enemy. For example, for Longstreet, this is only this one, the same for those. And you add this to the roll. So it will be Longstreet. It's 0. So we have 1 movement additional after the pass. So it is not a huge disaster, which I in the past was afraid of. I can't move those. We are not in the zone of control. So I simply, what shall I do? They are well placed. I would like to get here, guys. Really would love to get here. So I can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And maybe next turn we'll move there. All for the movement. Now Now the time for some attack starts. The Confederates are first, and they will be the first to attack. This would be their first attack. Yeah. Remember one thing, turn 4, each blown result is a death. For now, it's 2-0 in small points for the Confederates. So let's roll. A battle rating. 1 basic, 1 star, 2 for the long street stars, 1 for the integrity, 2 for the attack support, and 3 for the artillery, because both sides, of course, will use artillery. So the attacker has a total 10 maximum. We haven't seen this attack strength in a long time. The defender has 1 basic, 4 for artillery, and 3 for the terrain, which is 8. So you see, guys, even with a maximum, attack force 10, with a long street, with elite division, and so on and so forth, you still have on defender side as many as 8, which is huge. 10 to 8 is huge, so we need to roll well now for them to push the enemy a bit. So let's roll. Okay, so what do we have? 9 and 2. So attacker had 10 and has 9, so this is significant advantage. The defender had 8 and rolled 2, which is advantage. Significant advantage. To advantage defender retreat, unless if defender in fort entrenchment defensible. They will roll for the blow result. Yes. So let's see. Wow! They are blown, and because they cannot be blown, they are simply dead. And they can move forward. And because there is, they are in the zone of command of the HQ with the 2 stars, they can move 1 more hex. And they will move here. Now, does the other side will attack? No, the Union will not attack, so we roll for the number of attacks. This is 7. For the Confederates, that's more than enough, because they will do like 1 or 2 more attacks, and that will be all. We have attack here. It will be also 10 on the attacker, 1 basic, 2 from the stars, 1 from the polk. By the way, we would have 1 more star here. Let me just check. No, it doesn't change anything. Yeah. So this is 4. Artillery is 5. Defender also will also use it's sorry. 1 basic, 2 for the quality of troops, 1 for the pollock, 1 for the integrity, 2 for the support, and 3 for the artillery, which is 10. And defender will have 1 basic, 1 for star, and 4, so up to 6 for the artillery. So 10 to 6, 7, 8. Let's see what it will be. 7, I believe, significant advantage, and 8 on 6, significant advantage. Both sides have significant advantage, which means attacker retreat. If defender in defensible terrain, no. So they simply retreat. And 1 more attack will be those 2 guys here. Again, we use the artillery on both sides. And this will be 10 on attacker, because this is 1 basic, 1 star troops quality, 2 from the HQ, 1 for the integrity, 2 for support, and 3 from the artillery. So this is 10. Defender has 1 for support. So this is integrity. So this is 2, 3 for terrain. Oh my goodness, 10 to 9. Oh, that's great. 8, 8. 8. This is, both of them have significant advantage. attacker will need to retreat or be blown. Retreat. So they are lucky. 1, 2. These are deadly fights. These are really deadly fights. I believe that will be enough of attacks. And now we would move to round 5, which we will briefly finish in. Turn 5. I believe we forgot about one movement of those guys last turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. 12. They will not change much, but yeah, just for the sake of completion. Sequence of play. In sequence of play, first of all, we look at the initiative, and initiative goes to the Confederacy. They have 1, 2, 3 stars against 1 star. HQ redeployment check will be rolling a die and see whether we will redeploy those HQs. So Longstreet stays and gets this marker, which means that on the next HQ deployment, which will not happen because we have turn 5, he will have added 2 to the roll. Now Polo 7, so we can redeploy him. And now here would we stay? Let me just check. Rosecrans will stay. Okay, will stay in play anyhow. 2, that means he will stay in play, but he will not move from here. Okay. Now we go to HQ redeployment check, HQ redeployment placement. We now have Thomas, and we want him somewhere here guarding this messy situation which is happening here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he has the range everywhere, and there will be 2 more divisions entering next to some of HQs where we would like to have them. I believe I want one of them here. And we will not manage to push here. No other way. 14. This would be here. Okay, let's do it that way. This was the blown divisions. I was a little too quick, but yeah, let's do it that way. I will still put Pollock here. No detachments. Organization. Let's check whether we can organize anybody. We can organize those guys. We organize those guys. Here we organize those. We don't organize those. We organize those guys. Those. I believe that will be all. Do we do any kind of disengagement? They would like to disengage, definitely. Other than that, they may also want to disengage to shorten the front. Okay, now movement phase. Okay, I believe we will not reach the victory conditions, or maybe there's still some chance for this. We move here. First movement. We need a reserve one. Do we have a reserve one? No, we don't have reserve to help them. But we can try to plug in the whole 1, 2, 3. We move those guys here and here. Now our blue colleagues, what they would like to do. Maybe we will attack somewhere. Move here. Those move here. Those move here. So they will try again here. And those move here. So there will be attack here. There will be attack here. Some bloody festival. Those, let me move them here. What else? What else? What else? What else? Not too many things to do. Let us do some redeployment simply. So we move here. 1, 2. We change. Okay. They move here. They get to them. We plug the hole here. They move here. Okay. We'll move here. They will move here. Now they can move 1 here. No more moves. Oh, maybe they move here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let it be that way. They will move here. Let us write a little bit more. We are here. Getting there. Okay. We need to contain this attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, they will stay here. They will definitely would like to pin those divisions. And let me try moving here, 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 and that will be it. By the way, we could have recalled those guys. They are not needed. They are only a liability in this moment in time. I believe that will be all for the movement. Let's do attacks and let's finish the scenario. There will be a couple of very interesting bloody attacks, and for the Union to turn the tide of a scenario, they need to risk. Why? Because they are 0-4 in the small points, and I don't believe they have a chance of winning in a large points. No way to get this connection here. They tried, they attempted, but they failed. I don't believe the Confederates will also get ability to connect with this part, but yeah, they will try. So who is first? The first is of course Confederates. They attack again here. I believe it was 10. We both sides use artillery. So this is 1 basic, 1 troop quality, 2 for them. HQ. 1 is integrity, 2 is support, 3 is artillery. They have also 10 because they have 1 basic, second is integrity, 2 stars, 3 from the terrain and 4 from the artillery. So this is 10-10. Not huge chances for anybody to survive. I see. So this is disadvantage on the attacker and advantage on the defender. Attacker retreats, and we roll now for the potential disaster. We are dead. Now we'll have attack here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the long stick will not have a range, but artillery should be enough. The attacker will have 1 basic, 1 troop quality, 2 the general, 1 for the integrity, 2 for support, and 3 for artillery. They will have 1 basic, 1 integrity, 3 for terrain, and 4 for the artillery, so 9. Attacker 10, Union, defender 9, Confederate. Wow, they might achieve something. 0-6. That's most interesting. So 6 here is significant advantage. 0 on a 9 is disadvantage. Significant advantage to disadvantage. Defender blown. They just equaled in victory point. Wow, that's most interesting. Let's see further attacks. Here, attacker 10, defender, I believe 1 basic, of course, artillery. 1 basic, 1 for the star, 1 for this star from the general, 3 from terrain, and 4. 10-10. Let's see. 7-3. That sounds ominous. 7 to 3. 3 is advantage, defender advantage, attacker significant advantage. So defender retreats, and let's see if they retreat and are blown. Guys, we are very close. Very close. Yes, they are blown. That changes the result to 6 to 4. And now the huge question is whether there will be any more attacks. Yes, there will be attack here, definitely. Both use artillery. They need to. Union has to now to risk. They have 10 in attack because they have 10 in attack, and the defense is 1, 2, 3 for the stars. So 3. If you add to this 4 for artillery and 3 from the train, it's 10 to 10. Everything can happen. Attack from here to here. 9 on attacker, 6 on defender. I just realized, guys, that I probably zoom in so you can better see it, but sorry. 10, 10. 6 and 9 are significant advantage, which means attacker retreat, and we roll if they will be blown or not. They are blown. I believe it's time to pass for the Confederates. So we roll, and we see that Union has still 11 more attacks. They would like to attack here. No, they don't have integrity, but he is in the open terrain. Yes, attack here. So attack is, this will be attacking the unit. So this will be 1 basic, 1 for the integrity, 2, 3 for the support. There will be artillery, both sides will use it. So it jumps to 7 and 2 stars. This is 9. So 9 attacker, defender has 1 basic, 4 for artillery, this is 5, and 2 for star 7. So 9 to 7 for attacker. Oh, 9 to 7 for attacker, but the roll is disaster. 9, 1 is D. My goodness, disadvantage, and 9 on 7 is significant advantage. So disadvantage, significant advantage, attacker blown. It was close. It was close, definitely, but it didn't work. I believe at this moment in time, the Union will pass, and the game will end after 5 turns of play. Oof, guys, that was a crazy ride. This scenario has tendency to increase in intensity as the reinforcements and new HQs are coming. As you can see, that was really, really interesting. And wow, entry of Longstreet and Thomas really saved the day. But Thomas attacks might actually destroy the Confederate armies here, but the terrain and artillery was really, really making a difference. I hope, guys, you like this presentation. I wanted you to have a full overview of this battle alongside with the historical background, specific scenario setup. Also, we looked at strategic considerations, and we played it. It's pretty quick and straightforward. Plays each time differently. This was first time when I actually managed to see the Unions actually trying to take this railway, quickly redeploying here. In my previous games, the Confederates have much better successes here. So guys, that was really cool. The final result is 4 victory points for the Union and 10 victory points for the Confederates. So this is 6. So this is a minimal generalship victory for the Confederates. That's all, guys, for today. I need some break also after this long session. If you liked this video, kindly please give thumbs up. If you'd like to see more content like this, do not hesitate and support the blog by subscribing to it and the YouTube channel, of course. That's all for today. We'll be back with other great scenarios from the Rebel Fury, definitely. You can count on this. And for today, that's all. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for watching.